Woohoo! Looky here, guys. So, in case you guys missed it, I was actually streaming a bit today, and that was where we worked out these. And actually, even what was done in the stream ended up not being the finished thing here. What I have done is I've gone over to using ingot molds. This used to be basins, and the basins would handle a very high volume, but I don't need a very high volume in this particular setup. And in fact, the sieving system actually runs faster than the generation system, so I might need to touch on that a little bit. If we look in here, these guys are empty. Oh, except for the one that's really easy to fill. He's still keeping up with it just fine. The lava production is working just fine. These... there they are. The micro blocks, I actually have power running underneath the floor here. And this is my general storage area, along with my general work area now. So I've got everything that can come out of the sieving, from gravel, sand, and dirt. Just comes right around here. And... and I even have a couple of overflow chests, but honestly the overflow chests here are pretty much me just dumping crap into them at this point in time. Like, yeah, the exotic seed, I'm pretty sure I just picked that up. But I have a little setup here, an induction smelter, another pulverizer, and a redstone furnace. This is just for me to work on stuff, is I can grab the metals I need, pulverize them down, make them into the alloys and or whatever. So this works out pretty well. Oh, I moved the ender chest, and by moved I mean broke the other one and made a new one. And this is still my... Oop. There. This is still my... most of my rewards from different quests and such. These are the rest of the chests. You'll see I've actually moved everything from over here. Gone. Gone. We have our river that runs up and around. I finally finished doing all the edging around here. And we also have a gift from an anonymous person. So I don't actually know who gave it to me. It just says, to help keep slimes away, from a viewer. Could be anybody. I mean, a lot of people that I play with watch the videos as well. But it's a magnum torch. And the magnum torch has a radius of 64. My island only has a radius of 60. So... that stops everything from spawning on my island, period. Up here, I finally put down some dirt, and I used the watering can. Got it all watered. These are vanilla beans? Okay. These are just trees here. Oh. So these are just trees that spawned while I was watering the grass. There's nothing overly special about them. Did I do that wrong? Oh no, I did get a peppercorn. And it's still up there. Like, I always thought you clicked it one way and you'd get little hearts. You click it another way and you harvest it. That's how you could tell when they were grown. Something tells me this tree, like, just grew. All those are 0? Whew. So yeah, I just wanted to get some grass growing. We can use this as cedar elsewhere to start the grass spreading and growing from there. So this is not final in this area whatsoever. It's still partially generation. But what I wanted to do here, I don't think these need to be as tall as they are. I think these could actually be a good deal shorter. Only 2 tall. Maybe 3. See, this one has a bit of a speed to it because it has most of the common metals. But I very, very rarely get up to use the 4th level. This one has a lot of the rarer metals. And rarely gets above the 2nd level. It's only ever a couple. But the way that this works, first you'll see these are micro blocks as well. Mode dense. Oh, there's a I have piping under here. These are all going through with the hoppers, but the hoppers here connect to a pipe, and there. And then I also have the pipe connection between these two hoppers there. I've had some odd issues with the thermal expansion pipes, with them quitting, not working. And one of the problems was traced back to here, where I had both of the hoppers coming into this one pipe, and it was glitching out some iron ingots. I was eventually able to fix the graphical glitching out, but I did lose all the ingots and the metals and such. But this all works because I'm not getting a high volume, so I can constantly be, see molten tin, whitelisted here. It constantly sucks every little piece of metal, and it can store it in the pipe. The pipe can actually hold 1,000 millibuckets, and it's only 144 per ingot. So it's actually, it burns through, it flicks in here for like a little second, you're lucky if you catch it. And then it's already in the pipe and either joining part of the ingot or actually no, it's usually just that. It's going down almost immediately and joining part of the ingot, like right there. We just got the tiny little bit that we needed to finish off the ingot. If we wait not too long of a time, no, it wasn't lead. Copper, gold, iron. Pretty sure. Haha, this is actually aluminum. Yep. Maybe the iron I thought I saw was actually the aluminum. Oh, but this opens up quite a bit of possibility here. And I'm going to start with... I'm technically going to need a lot of stone. And we're going to take the smooth stone. Smooth stone and the builder's wand. And we're actually going to start building today. Now that that's kind of set up and just off doing its thing, I want a bit of a mountainy hill over here. Unfortunately, almost this entire area is actually forest hills. So I don't think I'm going to be getting any... oops, done. Like, there doesn't seem to be much of a difference between forest and forest hills, biome-wise. I might get a little bit of an edging as I go over this way. I believe the other side of the river is mostly a, it always startles me when it spawns in, is mostly a forest instead of a forest hills. Yeah. So I do want this side of the river to be our up and up. And basically, the easiest way I know to do this is, we can also get rid of all of these, which is going to take a little bit of time, I suppose. What do I have on me that I could throw away? With the magnum torch there, we don't need the light protection, and it might just be fun one night to turn the whole damn thing off again and just let the entire island become who knows what. But these also interfere with the builder's torch, so I'm going to just do a little bit of taking them away. So how's this for an odd episode, though? We're going to be spending most of it doing creative building. Oh, I can get rid of that. Oh, Dangel's down working on his islands, down below his island. Oh, and if you'll see, I have a hang glider. I can actually go over to Dangel's now, and then I can get up on top of his island, or up there. Pretty much I can launch off from anywhere and make it back to my island without any problem. I'm still like half height when I get over the ocean, and I just use that as my landing pad. I drop off into it. So I can't wait to get into Thaumcraft and stuff, and I know I keep on saying that, guys. And I could start it right now. We actually had a nice little session earlier. River, Dangel, and myself were just going through my chest, and I was laying out items, and they were sorting them to see if it was something they didn't have yet, and trying to scan them for their research. And they also informed me that we're in simple mode. We don't need to do any of the little mini game that we actually did in the Tech Wars area. Now, I'm a little disappointed with that. I liked that part of it, where you had to gather up the materials and actually do the, not full yet, am I? No, okay. 54, 55. Where you had to go through and gather the materials and make the elements link together. Alright, I think that's 58. Nope, 59. Oh, that's what that noise is. You know, I'm pretty sure I can eat that. Can't eat a peppercorn, though. Alright, 60. Oh, we're just going to get started with this. My first job that I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 2 wide layer of stone just around the edge here, around this river. I do want a little bit of a leeway before we jump up into any sort of elevation on this side. This will also let us get rid of the half slabs in there and officially make that water. As the half slabs are actually on riverbed. And I think we're going to end up, after we get a little bit of depth done and a little bit of, what am I thinking of? Whoa, come on guys, 2:40 a.m. and you're honking your horn like that? Anyways, so once we get a little bit of a depth here and such, along the edge of the river and the ground, I do have a feeling that we will, that's good, end up be building up a bit. So final water layer might end up being at like 46 or something, or not 46, holy crap, 36, as opposed to the 32 that it's at currently. So we'll just have to play that by ear. We'll see how well I can do the coast. There. That wasn't that bad, was it? Let's get rid of the rest of the torches. And I'll also turn off the F7 view. Right now it just helps me know, you know, which way to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. We do not want to walk off the edge. Yes, I do happen to know that it is nice, hollow, and big and empty underneath us here. Jeez. Oh, I almost feel like either turning up or down the loaded chunk radius. Okay, so this little thing is going to come in a little bit more handy now. So we can quickly do some more building. And I want to stand in the way there so it won't do... Whoa. Oh, didn't want that. It kind of snuck behind me there. And see, if you stand in the way, it stops it from going. So you can actually get this to be a fairly precise tool. We'll do a 3 there. I'll get just the 1 on that side, but a nice 2. Let's do another 2 here. Making sure we hit the right corners is all. Although I do think sometimes it would be easier just to do this by hand. You spend too much trying to get the right angle where I could have just put down the stone by now. Like in that little one. It just boom, boom, boom. When we get into filling in, it will definitely be coming in handy though. I mean, it made making this platform a lot easier. And this is going to be defining a lot of the shape of what is over here. So it is fairly important to pay attention to what I am doing. Well, that and, you know, trying not to walk off the edge here. So that's our basic round around the edge. I actually also, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to do the same kind of thing off the side here. Kind of do, unfortunately, build work that is not, ew, I said I would turn that off. There we go, that's actually much easier on the eyes, isn't it? Might just be because I'm kind of tired. That seems 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that is the right size. It just felt way too large. Actually, let's go back. We're not going to have the same sort of safety as we would in the normal build. There we go. I even like how you can see it on the mini-map where the edges are starting to come out a little bit blended between the different colors. You can see the work that's going on. And here is where this is going to start coming in more handy, is I want a little bit more of a, no, that's what I didn't want to do. Is I wanted a little bit more of a, an alcove on this side that kind of comes in, and we'll do like a little bit of a cave or something. Something that'll look really neat. In either case, this is going to be mostly hill, but right here is where I want a little bit of a flat zone that comes in. There, something like that. And now we can just use this to fill in pretty freaking quick. Nope, nope, nope. Now let's go back to the single square. We'll just do an edge around the outside here. And then we can go back to this and just, whoa, fill it in pretty quickly. Alright, that does not buckle in as much as I wanted it to. So we can just fill this kind of out. A little bit more right here, and a little bit more buckle. There we go. A little bit bigger actually than what I was thinking. I'm going to leave it that way, however. Chow down on our carrot juice. So Sun King delivered me some more pizzas earlier, and it got me thinking that that is a service I would pay for. So I'm going to see if he's going to keep doing that. And if so, or if not, or if so, either way, try to work out some sort of a deal where I pay him for X amount of stacks of pizza per day. And that'll be one of my food sources, or if not, my main food source. Because he gave me 4 or 5 pizzas, and they lasted quite some time. They are very filling feasts, I guess. Oh, and we're gonna do another low area here. Crafting of the land. I mean, I've done terraforming before in the past, but it's always been more like landscaping. This is actually terraforming. I'm building the whole damn thing. So from this side over, this is all going to be mostly a smooth ground level here. Whoa. Look how easy and fast we can fill stuff in like this. Whoa! I don't know if you guys caught it in the video. If not, I would suggest going back, but yeah, I just saw him flying down. Yes, of that I am sure. See, down here, when we actually do some building, this would be where we will get to putting in some sort of a safety railing and such, because it's going to be an area that we'll actually be in, you know? Oh, let's put another edging line in. Actually, I think I'll just do that for the rest of this so I don't have to worry about it. There. Now we'll see if we actually have enough stone to finish this off. And we'll have one layer. One general layer. Haha, missed. Oh, that was a full inventory. I mean, not 100% full, granted, but a full-ish inventory of smooth stone. Oh, this little machine over here is going to have its work cut out for it for a while. For quite some while. Whew. You know, might actually do a little bubble of a lowland here too. And round that out a little bit more there. Yeah, this is coming out pretty freaking cool. I can see where the hill's going to be going up and where the edges and such are in my mind. That's kind of why I'm building it in this manner. Next thing I am going to do with this section though is get the dirt and the grass growing, as I just want to start that going. And that is where I know I don't have enough dirt. That's just going to have to be the way of things. I am making it as fast, well, not as fast as I can, but I'm doing a pretty freaking good job. There we go. Look at that, 20 some odd pieces of dirt. Isn't that awesome? Sigh. Alright, we'll come back for that. For the stone in a moment. Sploosh. What I'm going to do now is edge the areas that I want to remain lowlands with the dirt, because this is the more rare commodity here. There is no doubt about that. But this will let me start building upwards as well in these central areas, now that I have the line of where the elevations should start changing. And now that we are getting closer to the edge, we become a little bit more careful. Ooh. Wow, really? It's like I'm sitting here going, yeah, I know I did this. But I thought I had flushed it out to be at least 2 everywhere. I guess not. And I should really make a shovel. A shovel is the one tool I really don't have yet. Oh, this would actually be pretty awesome if this made it all the way around. I'm not really expecting it to, though. I just don't think I have that much dirt, not even for a single edge. I could dig up some of my grass, I suppose. It's also kind of ironic. I'm usually hollowing out mountains, not building them up. Oh wow, we are getting kind of close here. Oh, we're gonna make it? Sweet. We'll even be able to start the field growing. Yeah, I just did that. Oh, look at this. If I wanted more dirt, it would just place it right on top like that. That's going to be really handy when we get to building the higher elevations. Alright, with the rest of the dirt I have, I'm going to start over here on the flatter area and get the fields going here. Yeah, I'll do it over here. Not safe to keep backing up. Must remember that. Back this up. You know what I haven't heard in the longest time? The squishy sound of a freaking slime. Alright, let's just... Yep, last stack here. Let's even put it on the bar. That is it. Alright, so we'll get our sickle. Ooh, and I am... No, I'm not going to ender pearl. I am pretty low on health. Or not health, hunger. Looks like we have vanilla and some more peppercorns. There we go. So in one of these chests, I have a sickle that I got as a quest reward that I've been using for its silk touch ability. Dirt! I saw it! We'll fill out even more of it. I've moved everything around so many times though. It's starting to become a little bit more than confusing as to where it all is. Ah, silk touch. So let's stick a thing of torches in there for now. We'll come over to our grassy field. And I'm actually just going to take one single piece. That's it. And bear with me guys, that sound will follow us for just a moment until I place this back down. Whoa. Alright, we're going to do it right here. And then I'm going to actually see if we can get some people to sleep. I don't feel like relighting and placing down torches there yet. Ooh, sipping my Canada Dry. I don't even know if any of them was actually near a bed. I suppose we will. Ah, thanks, Daniel. Alright, so now with it actually being bright out, we'll get that one piece of grass growing, and we'll just give it a little bit of a head start here. And we can keep on building while it kind of goes... Actually, grass and dirt are not the same thing. So before it does that... This is what I really should be edging. The one I don't want to walk off of. When I was actually making this, I did fall once. It was before I had done this half, and the water from the part of the river that went over the edge, it caught me. I was, however, able to make it back into the water by one block. It didn't go away by one freaking block flowing over the edge, and that was enough to keep like the 4x4 area still with the active water in it. From when I was extending the platform out underneath it, it just kind of kept on flowing over and over and over. Oh, that was a clinching moment. Oh, and I didn't see this. I thought it was awfully square all of a sudden. Oh, and I'm a derp face. Let's get over to the lower land here. Get out our handy dandy watering can. Find that block of grass. There we go. Oh yeah, look at you spread. You want to water the grass because it's the grass that ticks and finds plum sapling. That ticks and finds blocks of dirt to convert. And also I found moving it around helps out significantly. Look at that. Oh yeah. So we'll have to do some edging and some layering because I don't want this to be just flat layers and such once we're done. I want it to look a little bit more like natural terrain generation. And after playing Minecraft for this long, we should have somewhat of an idea of what the terrain generation looks like. I mean, heck, we've cut down enough of it, haven't we? Cut through, cut over, cut down, cut under. It's all been done. All of it. Okay, here we go, here we go. Oops. Get right there. Let's push it out this way some. Towards our little peninsula. Huh. Rutabaga? Rutabaga and or turnip. Generally interchangeable names. I am originally from the Northeast. A lot of my family is actually Canadian. Newfoundland is where a lot of, 2 generations back, so my grandmother, she moved to America. She married an American soldier and moved with him back home after World War II. There we go. And so my parents, or my mother actually, was born here. And I came after, of course. But anyways, just long story short, our family calls them turnips. You can also hear them called rutabagas every now and again, which I always just thought was weird. But yes, turnip is actually, it's one of those really weird vegetable type things, you know? And just you put some pepper on it, you cook it up, a little pepper, a little butter. It's kind of like mashed potatoes. I really particularly enjoy that. There we go. We have a nice field, a very nice field. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Alright, now let's get back to the cold hard stone of the matter, or stone of the moment. Doing nice and solid. Don't gotta worry about backing off of anything. Nice and fast. See how easy that is? My biggest problem is I'm going to run out of stone here in a second. Right there. Up and over. Let's go and get more of our... Oh, can't even sprint anymore. And see, this is why we need a food delivery service. Should also set back up my mailbox, and that's also another thing. I need to make a carpenter so I can actually start mailing things to people, as opposed to self-addressed stamped envelopes. Let's just make sure that you are not seeing things. Because the items will not sort no matter what we do to try and get them to... Oh, didn't hit entry yet. Yay! So I'm thinking she's logging off here again. If you look on the minimap, you can just see the gray going across the screen. Or maybe she's actually just trying to figure out what she needs to be able to turn on and off. Didn't know it would do that. So, another thing that came up on the stream today, ooh, okay, this... Well, I'd rather have done this one layer at a time. There we go. Have fun. I will probably not be here when she gets back. I already know we're nearing 40 minutes on this episode. And I just like kind of go through all the smooth stone real quick, so just bear with me if you can, guys. I don't think it's going to take that long at all. What do you guys think? Oh, look at that. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, actually, you know, I even kind of like this, how this is coming back and in. Maybe this would be a nice place for a plateau. Nah. I don't know. Probably won't keep that. Let's go get more stone. I think this might be the last run of it here, so we're pretty close to wrapping up. Nope, that's not the right screen. Oh! Nice. I think we have 2 trips left. But now that we're out in wide open flat areas again, be able to fill it out pretty quickly. I just don't want it to build up, really. Just, you know, the layer that I'm on, but not another layer above that. So far, that's been me clicking a little too fast. I don't know, I think it goes a little bit faster if I just do it in the layers like I was doing it before. There we go. I don't know, just around these sorts of weird bendy corners, this actually helps out a bit, you know? Oh, so I think that this is actually coming along pretty freaking well. We are starting to actually do what the storyline in from the book, the quest book, would have you believe is rebuilding the island or the world. It may just be this little bitty island of mine, but still, it's just this little bitty island of mine. Let's get... Can I get one where it's just that corner? There we go. No bleeding through. Nope, nope, not gonna try it again. Every time I see it go through like the neat little shapes and it moves through the corners when I actually want it to, I try doing the whole thing again. I'm not sure if it's lagging for other people, but ooh, I'm actually kind of surprised at how well or how fast this is letting me build with seemingly minimal consequences. Whew, so we finished this? No, we didn't. Okay. And let's just stop and we'll get more stone real quick. So I'm not sure exactly how peakish I want this area to be. This is going to be my mountainish type area. And no sprinting again. So I guess I do kind of want one high peak off of it at least. Maybe a twin set of peaks that kind of arch up. I could build something in between or put some sort of a tree or something in between. Not a huge tree. Not a giant huge tree. Not gonna start another one of those. But a unique tree. Not it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. That was pretty much my death. I should have just died there. That was so stupid. So freaking stupid. Oh man. Just gonna need a moment, guys. Just gonna need a little bit of a moment. Oh, I got the one block stop. Man. Oh, I can definitely feel that I'm tired. Oh. I backed up. Good enough. I fell a little. And suddenly thought I was going to die and then stopped falling at exactly the same time. Seeing if I can actually use the semi-randomness of this shape. For building out different designs. Problem is, it kind of feels like it still wants to be square. One ends up being not looking square, and the next one does. You see right there, why is it going back down? Doesn't make sense. Alright, I know I said we were going to pick up all of the, or put down all the smooth stone we had, but I just don't see that happening. This, however, I see happening perfectly. As long as I keep moving and don't go through the one thick layer of floor that we have below here. No more placeholder edging. Yay! Whoa. And yeah, the water level is going to have to move up to this level. So it's at least, it's not 32, that's for sure. It'll be 34. I guess it was technically already 33. Putting it back to an even number feels a bit right. Uh-huh. It's like that looked kind of odd for the way that it buckled out. So that was just a overlap on the dirting part there. Oh, I was gonna say, why was that like that? And I do recall. This should be stone. Goodbye, piece of dirt. No, yay! Alright, no sucking me over the edge. You have your orders, water. Actually, I think I'll leave that as stone. So guys, I think we're in a pretty good place overall. I still have not finished the first Skyblock quest. I have those last two to do, the power one, which I've actually done all the steps on except for the red net part. I just need to find my spares and turn them in if I haven't already upgraded them all. You need one of each different versions of wiring for thermal expansion. And the red net one. And then I believe I just have that one quest after that. And Thaumcraft and Blood Magic are going to definitely be the things that we are going to look into next. Mostly because I need mobility. Thaumcraft has the electrostatic harness or something like that. It's pretty much a jetpack. And the Blood Magic is where the flights, Flask of Flight, come from. Which I believe Aaron said only take a well, it's whatever they normally would take, but the component for it is just a feather. So pretty cool. We didn't finish down here? Seriously? I think we were heading in this direction and I had my near death experience. And I have enough stone to finish this off. So that is going to be about it for this particular episode. I am going to continue working on this island in general. Meh. Why's you gotta be so difficult, wand? Whoa. And I'll continue to shape the hills and such here, but you guys don't need to watch me do this. Now that you got a basic idea of what I'm going to be going for. We have a plateau over here. which is actually going to look really good with the dirt out and around it. And maybe the two little entrances, I'd like that in there. Gonna aim... The highest peak isn't going to be here because it's also where the lowest flat area will be, the lowest plains. And that's just a little too cliche. I'm actually thinking our highest point is going to be in about this area. And I could keep on adding in a little bit here and there until the cows come home. Whew. Oh gosh, your cliff on this side. Alright guys, we'll see how exactly far along I get with this before the next episode. I might really get into the Thaumcraft stuff and just start researching and finding the different essences and stuff again like we did back on Tech Wars. And I'd really like to have an episode where I just go in and clean up spawn area in the Nether. There are so many hellfish around there now that when one starts attacking and takes damage, you jump up to about 200 entities pretty quickly, and that's fairly devastating on a server from a technical standpoint. It's also devastating in a gameplay feature where, you know, 200 to 1, just not a good feature. Really, really not a good feature. Whoa, whoa, I don't want to be in here. Don't wants to be in here. This is all real grass from one single grass seed, believe it or not. I only found one when I was sifting all my dirt. And this is what I've done with it. Go me. Alright guys, thanks again for watching. I know this was an odd episode for a tech-heavy pack, but I think it was good to keep in mind that I am planning on doing some nice building and such, and we are finally getting to see it go underway. So, until next time, take it easy, have a good one, all that stuff, and I will see you guys in the next episode.